everybody. Hold on a second. Whoops. Hold on. Gotta lower the volume. Hey, Cree. Hey, Secret. I wasn't even gonna go live today. I was gonna actually, which I'm still hoping to go live tomorrow. But Jen is pissing the hell out of me. She literally lets an account go into her chat, doxing my son. And when Brooke says something to her, she doesn't remove it. So yeah, any Tyler Reed account is welcome in this chat. All sock accounts with the name of Tyler Reed will be accepted here with no problem. Hey Susie, because Jen doesn't care. Period. Hi Stephen, how are you? Hey Rabbit. But she was saying that she was saying on her live now that, or well earlier, not she's on now, but she was saying earlier that she does nothing. People are making bucks. She's paying people's bills with her name. She does nothing wrong. We brought all these men over. See why she says Happy Easter, Terry time. Thank you. See why she says that she says I these people brought men over. Have you seen me giving AC, who she doesn't like, any information on her like Jen did to me on Discord? And hey, Lindsay, how are you? Tell me we made peace. Hey, Freeside, we've never made peace. She literally said on her live, I thought I made peace with her. I haven't even talked to Jen. What? How did we make peace? Smoke signals? Because I want nothing to do with her. She apologized, her fake apology, and I didn't accept it. I never accepted it. That doesn't mean we made peace. And she's there saying, I don't know why. And people don't do your own thing, but why? Why can't you escape Jules? Why are you, what's the hold? Is she holding something against people? No. It's because we're all adults and we all go where we want to go. Hey, JJ. We all go where we want to go. She's no longer in touch with reality. I don't think she is. Hey, Celia. Hi, Sherry. I don't think she is, honestly. It's the weirdest shit. And then she's arguing. She's saying something to KK, and she's like, pay your. I think it was KK because it's not Kendra. And she was, pay your rent. We have to pay rent. I pay rent here. I pay rent here. That's what she said. No, you don't. You don't even work. She's telling somebody to pay rent when she's lived off men all her life. When she remembers her last job was when she was 14. And this is the shit that kills me. When she goes online and says, do you have a house? Do you have a car? Do you pay rent? None of those above you have. Do you have a job? Not, and you're like, go get a job. She doesn't have a job. She tells people to get a house, get a car, get a job, pay rent. None of the shit that she doesn't do. She does absolutely worthless nothing except lie, saying this side brought in all the men in the community for bad things and stuff. She says she didn't bring in Vegas Valley. I don't see nobody from this side, like she says, going in Discord and putting people's information in there to try to get them to go after them. Not one person from this side has done that. But there's Jen playing victim again. This is why she deserves everything she gets. I will never make peace with this woman. Never make peace with this woman. And I'm telling you, Brooke went in there to tell her that my son was being doxxed, and she ignored it. So fuck you, Jen. Tyler Reed will be in every single title on my channel every single time I go live from now on, until you learn how to delete people's doxes. You don't want to get doxed, then start deleting your shit. I'm not giving in to this bitch. She can stick her, you know what, her apology wherever it doesn't shine, because I want nothing to do with her. There was no peace talk with her. Nothing at all. She's got to be that delusional to think I would even bother talking to her. And Brooke, remember what I saw, what Reddit posted, that what I said, what Brooke said I said about Jules? Total lie. And that's why I'm telling you I'm live. Brooke, You can hear it now. You were drunk because that's not what I told you. And then you called me after. We talked after that. Well, I told her to call me after your live. And I made you say, what did I make you say, Brooke? Why aren't you coming in here and telling people? She said, I go, you said that you lied about what I told you about Jules. I would never said what you said. And she goes, yeah, well, Maria, well, I didn't say that. And I'm like, Brooke, are you drunk? You literally just said it. And that's why I told you to call me. And she's like, no, you didn't say that. And I said, well, Reddit is running with it now and saying that I did. And she goes, no, you didn't say that. So I told her, Brooke, I'm going to call you a liar on live because on the phone call you said I didn't say it. But she went on, she told me on the phone, I never said that. I said, listen to your life, the last few minutes of your life. You said that I told you that Jules was going to go after your daughter. And I said, Jules will never go after your daughter. And you turned that shit around. And she's like, well, may, it could be what you said, but that's not she's thinking. Hey, Tom. So she said it could be what I said that she wasn't going after her daughter, but that's not what Jules is really thinking. So now Brooke can read minds while she's drunk. Hold on. So run with it, Reddit, because I told Brooke I was going to call her out on her lie from last night. See, here's the thing. When you drink and you can't handle your liquor, you start to talk bullshit. Hey, Jane Lee, how are you? In fact, for those of you who weren't in KK's last night, I don't know if everybody was there, but it was hilarious as shit. KK had full screen on Jen on her screen, and Brooke walked in there and said, "Hi, Jen." She walked into Jen's live because it was Jen talking. I was laughing so much. I know, and I told her that. I said, Brooke, Jules is never going to go after your daughter. And she's like, her response to me was like, well, then she's got nothing else to come after me for. And this conversation was yesterday before she went live. I said, Jules is not going after your daughter. She's like, well, then she's got nothing to go after me for. And she goes on live, hey, Salty Pepper, and she turns it around at the end and says, well, according to Maria, um, Jules is coming after my daughter. Bitch, I did not say that. So yeah, I told her, call me after. And then she's like, I didn't say that. I said, you literally just got off your live and said that. You literally just got off and she did that. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Then who wished me? Passover was Sophie. Oh, sorry, Lindsay. Um, I don't even know when Passover is, honestly. Hold on, let me put the air on. It's so hot in here. Boy, why is it so hot today? The weather here is so hot today. Happy Passover. Yeah, I had no idea. I'm sorry, Lindsay. So fucking ignorant when it comes to that. And I say it to myself, I am ignorant with that. I was doing the Easter baskets. Unlike Jen, I can deliver them. Jen keeps saying this is what gets her in trouble. She keeps saying it started Friday. Passover is always during Easter. See, there you go. Uh, Jen keeps saying today that she's made a basket. At least she was able to make a basket. She's going to the dollar store and get shit, and she's able to make a basket, and she's able to make a basket, and she's able to make a basket. This is the shit that gets her in trouble. She's got to tell everybody over and over and over and over and over and over again in her chat. that she's able to make a basket. So she's insinuating that one of her daughters wants to see her. Exactly what her kids said. Don't talk about us. Don't talk about us. I'm hope. I think she's hoping the basket is accepted. Hey, Marie and chat. Happy Easter, everyone listening while cleaning house. Hey, Night Angel. 200 Easter eggs with candy and money. Ooh, how nice! I love when the kids were young, were small, and they would hide. We would hide Easter eggs with the money inside, all over in the backyard of my parents' house when they have a huge yard. And you had, I mean, you buy so many eggs and you still couldn't hide them. There was not like there were so many places to hide it, and if you hide it really well, you might find it the following year. I love being the cool, fun uncle. Oh, that's so cool. That is so nice. I'm telling you, we used to find Easter eggs after Easter because they were hidden so well all over the yard, and you really have to go all over the place. Now we don't do that anymore. Obviously, all our children are big. My mom would hide a basket. Oh, how cute! How cute. We were buying all the stuff for the two little baskets, but our babies are our grandkids are still small. I don't think they would appreciate what when they get older, maybe. But man, oh man, Jen was on a roll today. And Jen, I promise you that Tyler Reed soccer account is coming to a chat near me because it's not the first time you allow it. And Brooke brought it up to her attention. Brooke went in there and Jen read it, and Jen still ignored the account. Let the account be in there. And then AMC said, it's not a dox. That account is using my son's first and last name and his picture, and it's not a dox. Fuck you, Jen. And your mother, Patricia's coming next. I told you, leave family out of it. You want to dox people and pretend like you don't dox, and then or you allow it in your chat, and then you pretend like you're stupid and don't recognize it when you're being told it's that. I'll bring your mother back to life on the chat. I'm sick of her bullshit. Brooke literally went in there and told her, and they said it wasn't a dox. Okay, so then your mother's not going to be a dox either, and neither is Tyler Reed. And you're a victim, right? Watch the Ten Commandments, one of my favorite movies. Yep. Not only is she doxing the whole name, the first and last name, it says his name, first and last name in Miami, all together. And then it has a picture of him. And she knows it because she's been told that. That account has been blocked in everybody else's chat except Jen's. Yep. But I had told her when I talked to her, when I had talked to her before in the past, that account, I haven't talked to her ever again. And I said, that account, you need to block it. It's my son. Cricket. It's the only chat where that account isn't blocked. Everywhere else is blocked. Literally, Brooke went in there and said that's a dox. And Jen says, I don't think so. And she said, no, it's not a dox. And Jen left it there. So yeah, Tyler Reed is my next dox for you, Jen. Since you have an RO against you for his name, you're gonna see him every time you read my chat and my community post until you decide to block that account. So when I get candy from a bunny, all I know is I get candy from a bunny. I know. I love the chocolate Easter eggs though. Those are the best. Let me see. Hold on a second. Give me a minute. And last night when I tried to go into Brooks, she had me blocked. She says people comment and speak up and say what you want to say. And Brooke, you're acting like Jen now. Jen says she's going to drop the link, and she never drops the link. Never drops the link. And there was Georgie Porgy, all full of lies in Brooke's chat. And these people, for some reason, either they don't have any morals or they don't give a fuck. They allow that piece of shit to lie about everything. And Brooke saying that she had no problem with Kendra. In fact, she is so proud of Kendra for driving by Genevra's house. I don't know why she thinks all these shit that she says is good. Because encouraging somebody like Kendra, who is not the brightest crayon in the box, is not a very good thing. Is not a very good thing. So then I posted, hey Miss Lisa, I posted the proof that Lack was the one who doxed Kendra's daughter on Facebook, who got Kendra's daughter's information. So then Lack, the social worker, um, posted something on his community tab, a conversation I had about him, about my sister lying, when I had a private conversation with him years ago. So, Lack, what's worse, me telling you that my sister lied, or um, you doxing Kendra's daughter? Can you guys tell me? Because if I tell him something personal about my sister that was lying, then that's not worse than doxing Kendra's daughter. So you just got pissed off because I showed the proof, so you had to show that I complained about my sister. That makes sense, Lack. Can you imagine this guy as a social worker? This is what I tell you. So what is he, like a social worker for like a DCF type thing? Imagine you have a problem at home and they send Lack to your door. Would you be confident with the company, with DCF? Somebody like Lack making the choices of what happens with your family or your children when he's such a piece of shit online? You're pissed off at me because I wanted you to take responsibility for what Kendra was saying that I did when you did it, Lack? How does that work? I'm not gonna lie and say that I did it when you did it, and you're sitting in her chat saying I'm a horrible person. So I'm just gonna show everybody that it was you, not me. And then you go out and just put out a conversation because here, Maria, let me show the world I'm seriously not trustworthy. You you wanna show everybody that I doxed that I doxed Kendra's daughter, Maria, then I'll show a private conversation. You still dox Kendra's daughter. Doesn't change anything. It just shows everybody that you're a piece of shit doxer. And you want to sit on your high horse and say, I don't do that kind of thing. No, you just do it behind the scenes. Because I didn't know her information. You sent it to me. But I hope she goes very today to explain what happened. Yeah, I spoke to her earlier. She's okay. Salty, I think it's the weather and power. I can't even imagine, but I knew he wasn't this big therapist like he wants people to believe on. He's a therapist. George is married to a dentist. Fake children, the whole works, all that shit. People make stuff, a life that they wanted to have. They make up lies on YouTube of a life they wish they had, and they run with it. Has you blocked but refused to give you a link. Yep, she did. Instead, she'd be like, she does what she always does. Maria, you text me this. You're the asshole. No, you're the asshole. No, you're the asshole, Maria. So she'll read or something when I'm texting her, but she won't drop a link. That's exactly what she does. I don't have her blocked here because I'm not afraid of Brooke, but she's afraid of her shadow because she obviously has me blocked over there. And today she won't remember nothing about what happened yesterday. You see. Typical of Brooke. But you sure as hell ain't gonna turn it around on me. That's why I took advantage and called you fast, or told you to call me fast yesterday because I wanted it coming out of your mouth that you lied. And I wanted people to see that you do lie. And even if you were drunk, I don't give a shit. Hey, Sue, even if you were drunk, I don't care. A lie is a lie, and being drunk isn't an excuse. And like she's blocking everyone she couldn't just block. They scared of the truth, huh? Yep, she blocked. She blocked me from her chat. And not yesterday because I made a comment and I was already blocked. So she had already blocked me. If it's true, but I've heard lack is actually misliability. I've heard it a few times now from different people. Maybe able to truly don't care. That dude is disturbed. He is. He's really creepy. He is really, really creepy. Yesterday, Lindsay, when I talked to Brooke, I said, "What is your fucking end game with Jules?" I'm like, "What is going on? Why is this? You the same shit that's going on with um Siwa, you switched it to Jules now, and she doesn't want to respond. And she's like, yeah, well, she wants to keep lying and lying about shit. And I said, what is she lying about? I said, she says, she's going to come after my daughter. I said, she's not going to come after your daughter. She specifically told me that that's what you want, and she's not going to come after your daughter. And then she said, well, that's all she has on me. So I guess that's all she has on me. That's what she said. And I said, well, I'm telling you she's not. And that was the end of it. She's like, I'm going live. Why are you talking to Brooke? Why am I talking to Brooke? Because we're both the same shit. We drag each other on text messages, and we literally say like F off. And then one or the other will text 3 weeks later for something else. I don't know. We both need to block each other, honestly. It's not like we're comparing notes or anything. We're not even decent to each other. And so she said she was going live, and then I'm listening on and off to her live, and towards the end I hear where she says, and Maria told me already that Jules is going after my daughter. I'm like, no, she just did not say that. She did not say that. So I was furious. Yep, you're right, Miss Lisa. I was furious. So I'm sending her messages and she's reading it out loud. And then when she got off, I said, call me. And she called and I said, why would you say that? She goes, I didn't say that. I said, Brooke, at the end of the live, you said, Maria told me that Jules is going after my daughter. I said, Brooke, I told you, and we talked about this before you went live, that I told you, why are you doing this? Jules is not even going after your daughter. And then she said, well, she might not be, she might say she's not, but that's not what she's insinuating. I said, she's not doing anything. She's saying she's not, means she's not. I don't know, but I don't believe that. And I said, so why would you say that? She goes, I didn't say that on my live. And I said, you literally just said it. So she doesn't remember saying it. She doesn't remember saying it. 5 minutes after she said it. You need to leave that woman alone. She's bad news. I'm sorry. I know. But it pissed me off because I was seeing the stress that her shit was causing back and forth with Jules. And like, Jules is trying to avoid her and she's still coming at her hard. And I had messaged her first and I said, what is your end game? What is your end game? That's what I told her in the text. And she's put a question mark. I said, what is your end game with Jules? Why do you want to fight? Why do you want to argue so much? Why can't you just walk away? And that's what I had told her. Jules isn't going to do anything to your daughter. She's not going to go after your daughter. And then she goes, well, then she's got nothing to come after with me. And she turned that little thing that I said, she's not coming after your daughter. And I said, you literally responded, well, then she's got nothing else to come after me with. And she goes, yeah, I did respond that. And I said, because I said she wasn't coming after your daughter. She goes, well, I don't think I said that on the live. I'm like, boy, I'm clearing this shit up because I'm not gonna let it out there like if I had told her that. She's a blackout drunk. She's just making shit up at this point. Yep. Well, I was furious about that shit. I'm not cool with that. But it's no way am I cool with Brooke and the shit she's doing at all. I do it when I get pissed off, and I have to learn not to do that because obviously she just goes on a live and starts reading shit when I'm telling her. She's like, "Shut up, Maria." Then she went and posted. She played a live. Who knows how many years ago? 4 years ago or something, when I was talking shit on Jules. So then I said, "What the fuck are you doing? Why would you play shit like that now? Like when we're fine, you're playing this up because she wants to stir shit up." Obviously, Jules ain't stupid and she knows it's like a 4 or 3 year live, 3 year old live. But Brooke is just trying to stir shit up. Don't give a shit what went between Jules and her ex. I know none of it. None of it. I don't give a shit about any of it. It's not going to change the way I feel about Jules. It's not going to, I don't give a shit. If right now Cree or Lindsay or Miss Lisa says, Maria, I've been divorced 9 times and I have 25 children from 8 different men. I don't give a shit. That's up to you. I still like you here on YouTube. Like, what the fuck is the difference? He's back attacking Maria again. He's an asshole. Lack instead of saying I'm sorry to Kendra, this is what he does. This is what he does. Exactly. It's none of the business. So I could care. I don't give a shit what Joel does. You know what, Brooke? No, you wouldn't want nobody digging in your thing because the little bit that was dug in was recent. Has she met you? Telling me to shut up. That's like telling me to shut up. I'll tell you more because I know. I couldn't believe that shit. Like, who cares what anybody? This is just the internet. It's not even. It's not a dating game. You're not going to date the person. You're not going to marry the person. It's just the internet. They're not going to be your best buddies. I mean, there's people who've made good friends, but it's not like a next door or real life friendship that you can go out and go to the mall with or something. So what the fuck? Are you kidding me? So if she wants to judge Jules for whatever was in her past, I don't even, she told me yesterday, you've been around since that time. And I said, I don't know what you're talking about because I wasn't friends with Jules. So I never heard her lives. I never, 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 never heard her lives in the beginning because I wasn't friends with Jules. And I don't care. Just like if you want people to judge you for your black eyes, it's something that happened in your past, and you don't want people to say you're a horrible person or your family's horrible, your husband's horrible because of what you went through when that happened to you, Brooke. What is so bad in your life that you have to come online to try to destroy others or hurt others? Because I can promise you, the people who love Jules aren't going anywhere. There's nothing you can say. Jules can be sitting in the front row in a courtroom saying, Your Honor, I love Glenwood. Please let him out. I still will love Jules because your past doesn't define you. So I don't know why she keeps trying. And it's dolls dropped link to go on his panel. Will she show up on his? Who's doll? Who's doll? So if she wants that, if Brooke thinks that she's gonna do this reveal because we all she said we all have to know about Jules. We don't care. I could care less what you. Oh my God, JJ got a ticket in 1987. Shit like that. Who gives a shit? What to do? My name is not Kendra. Therefore, I do not do people will do me, including yelling outside of someone's apartment building. Yeah, could never be me. Can you imagine? Because I heard a clip of her beefing with Kendra from a year ago. Yep. She played that shit, and I said, "Why are you playing that?" "Oh, Maria, I just found it on Reddit. Don't get pissed off at me, Maria. I just found." I said, "Boy, I can find a whole bunch of clips of you being a nasty motherfucker, and I could play them on over and over and over again. Old ones. Let's not even say new ones. Let's not even say what she said about the immigrant illegal immigrants and ICE and shit. Let's not even say that. Let's say old ones. Do you want to hear it? Like, do you, I mean, does she really want to hear? Because sometimes you are, when you argue with somebody, and I was never friendly with Jules, and I said the things I said about her, I was wrong because I didn't know her. So now she plays it, and it was on Reddit. Okay, so then let's get a whole bunch of videos together of Brooke's stupidest, craziest moments, and let's play them for the hell of it. Oh, come on. Do and encouraged, you moron. You'd be hard pressed to find me ever being friendly with some her to me as a racist. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. Then she has George in her room lying about absolutely everything. Maria harasses me with Roadhog every single day. What planet are you on, George? Maria said that she was going to talk to Jen's neighbors. Again, where's the proof? Where's the proof, George? There were some other things that he was saying in Brooks. I took screenshots and I was like, allow this piece of shit to make up lies, and I will continue to drag the shit out of these people. If that was true, Maria, I wouldn't be here in your chat. Yep, that's right. That's right. Unbelievable. I think that I honestly think that um Brooke has lost a lot of support, and it's pissing her off. But that's not the way to do it. Hey, Coffee. Did you know that I have a crew that we're part of? I saw a clip of a miserable donkey and I nailed it. Oh my God, she's stupid. I'm telling you, what I am gonna say, Jen, is that I know you finished your live now, and Tyler Reed's gonna be on my tongue every day until you block that account. You're not gonna play victim when you do that on purpose. She plays stupid like these people are making so much money off of me. I don't know what they want. All I want to do is content. You don't have content. You just want to pretend like you're a victim. And in the meantime, you're going to allow my son to get doxxed. And I'm not okay with that. George and Brooke both have the problem lying to push their narrative. Yeah, that's what they do. Lie to push their narrative. Was doing stupid ass trivia. Yeah, after she talked shit on people, somebody in the chat said, "Oh, but you talk about people all the time." And she's like, "No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't do that. You're wrong." It's funny, Ari says he can't stand you. I know. He can't stand me. There's no messages on IG. I know he can't stand me. There's no messages on IG between us because he doesn't like me. But that just because he doesn't like me doesn't mean he doesn't see what's happening. But you'll never find a message on me to our Roadhog to come after anybody, right? But guess what? You will see. You will see the messages that the comments that Jen put on that Discord, doxing me and my family. You did see that. You can, Jen, there's the truth right there. Nobody's getting men to go after you, but you sure are trying to get men to go after me because that Vegas Valley account just started following this account now. He's following me here now. For why are you following me? Because I have you blocked, so you can't even respond. There's no reason to follow me. I was never entertaining you. Maria and Jules are not responsible for anything Geneva or Amber did behind the scenes. If anything, it's caused more problems, and Jules wasn't even friendly with Geneva at the time. I wasn't friendly with Geneva when she was when her and Amber C were friends and they were doing things and they were talking to Siwa. In fact, they never had me blocked. Because I don't know if anybody remembers, why does anyone think money is given to another creator would be given to them if the creator was gone? I know, I don't get that either. If Jen was to close up tomorrow, her subs aren't going to come here and give money. That's not how it works. And the same thing here. If I were to close up, these people, you guys are going to say, "Okay, Jen, we're over here now." No, that's not how it works. But in Jen's mind, she thinks she's so important that she wants everybody to know that she's paying everybody's bills that's talking about her. And she said to, and I heard her today say to KK, "You don't even know what it is like to pay rent." How does that come out of your mouth when you don't even work? It's like, how do you even say that shit? You don't know what it is to pay rent. You don't know what it is to have a car. You don't either, Jen. All your life you borrow cars from men. There's no car in your name. Guess what? If Clint dumps her tomorrow, she doesn't have a car either. She doesn't have a car. And I heard Brooke saying she was proud of Kendra for doing what she did. George said he was proud of Kendra for doing what she did. Yeah, I almost have my car paid off because of talking about Jen. Can you imagine? It's been great. Thank you, Jen. The thousands are coming in like there's no tomorrow because you're worth that much, Jen. People just hear the name Jen and throw out thousands of dollars. Happy Easter, everyone. Thank you, Bliss Chris. Jen's so stupid with her trivia. She told them to use Google. What the fuck defeats the whole freaking point? She'll do anything for content. Absolutely anything. Remember, she sent those pictures to her little bro. Just to send to it's so funny to say you send it to your bro to send to Ritters, and then when that doesn't work, to come back and say, "My mother-in-law understands. I had to do this." Most people would say, "I sold my body when I was young because I was a single parent and I had 3 kids and there was no food on the table. So I had to feed my children." Okay. So now she's using this. I had to do it because hey, Texas girl, I have to pay for my dog surgery. It's my responsibility. And so people would say, like, "Oh my God, Jen, you're such a good human being. You're going to sell your body. You're going to sell those pictures to save your dog who's not even sick." So I told Miss Alice that I have to do this. I would do it for my dog. No, bitch, you do it for money. You didn't even do nothing for your children. You think we're gonna tell believe you're gonna do it for your dogs? You just wanted to do it for the money, cause that's all you know. Hey, KK, that's all you know how to do for money. You can't work anywhere. You got no experience, nothing since you were 14, and you wouldn't last a day in the world working. Honestly, she wouldn't last a day. At this point, at 47, she's gotta be supported by men. She can't start on her own at this time, not with her mentality. There's no way. There's no way in hell Jen would make it in this world. And then she sits there and says, "Hey, KK, pay your rent. You don't know what it is to pay rent." Bitch, I piss me off and it's not even said to me. How can you sit there and be as cocky as that when you don't pay shit? I don't get it. And then when she says you don't have a car, to Jules, you don't have a car yourself, Jen. "Hey, how are you? I am FKN." Oh, hi. Remember that famous name? Reagan, I used to think it was you, and I was like, oh, not Reagan. How are you? Happy Easter to everybody. Happy Easter weekend. Because Clint has a car doesn't mean it's hers. You know, the day she told Maria she don't have a job. She says, I know. Okay, I don't have a job, sure. Damn. I could have sworn I did. Here's the thing. I don't lie about having a job. She said she worked 3 hours, or she was working a little bit of hours one day. That's not a job. That's a Girl Scout volunteer shit somewhere. That's what little kids do and volunteer to clean somebody's yard or walk a dog for a day or some shit. That's like not even high school. That's like a middle school job. And you didn't even go anywhere. You lied. Remember how she said about the khaki pants? She knows how to manipulate her people so, the people in her chat so well. Can anybody tell me, this is the first time I'm here in the United States of America. Can anybody tell me where I can get some khaki pants? Because I got a job anywhere. Because I promise you, if my job tells me that I have to wear khaki pants, I don't need to come to the internet to find out where to buy them. And then everybody's in there, oh, you can go to here, or you can go there, or you can. She doesn't need to tell you to tell her. She knows. She just wants you guys to pretend like she has a job, like she wants you guys to believe that she's married. Retired after 40 years. I had enough. I'm unemployed, but looking at least. Yeah, at least you're looking. You're not faking it. She's literally faking it. That's what Jen does. Jen, Tyler Reed has a job. I'm sure he does. See, it sucks when you say your children's name out there, right, Jen? Maybe learn how to block the docs and not ignore it when Brooke tells you to block it. Stop playing victim. Some point in the rewards. Steven, I'm sure you'll find a job before Jen does, because Jen's not even looking. You know when Jen's gonna start looking for a job? When she gets kicked out on her ass. And then when you get kicked out, Jen, come back up on your panel and say, hey, um, Jules, I have a house, I have a car. KK, uh, um, at least I pay rent, KK. Say that again when you get kicked out, because we just want to laugh about that. Because you're cocky as hell. You're cocky as hell. And you have no conscience, like you don't even think about the shit that comes out of your mouth. Unless you have a car titled with your name on it, you don't have a car. You're not even on a rentals agreement. Your husband doesn't even own it. It's his mother's and not yours and not your husband. And if he wants to kick you out, you're out. Jen keeps saying you have a crush on Clint and keep sending him friend requests. No, she did not. I've never even followed that motherfucker. Never followed him on IG. He's got to be the ugliest, greasiest piece of dirty shit I've ever seen. He literally looks greasy. I don't even know if they shower every day, honestly, because he doesn't look clean. Jen has never paid a bill. I would, no way would I ever be dependent on anyone. I know, but now I know she needs to be. She needs intake. She needs to be in somewhere because for her to even think that anybody has a crush on Clint. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? He's got no money because, man, if you're ugly and you got money, hey, baby, you know? But if you don't, he's got nothing. He doesn't have looks. He's a dirty guy and he's got no money. He's a catch, Jen. He's your catch. And you don't go outside. And you don't go outside. Sure, Jen. The only thing I won't do is make that what was it? To turkey soup that you made or whatever that shit was. I don't even. It was probably she probably bought the meat at the Goodwill store too. It looked that bad. You couldn't even feed that shit to your dogs. It was supposed to be some type of food, and it looked like it was like mixed. Hey Tracy, mixed with water or some shit. It just looked like it was a water. Oh my god, I do have to parody that shit though. There was more water than meat in that shit. It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Dollar Tree tells. I'm telling you, that shit has to be from Dollar Tree. I loved sitting outside in my backyard. That hammock knocks me out, and it's the best sleep, even better than sleeping in the bed. Is sleeping in a hammock outside. I absolutely love doing that. So Jen, you wouldn't even know what that is, because you're locked up in your little dungeon twin bed. Don't say that we made peace, fucker. I would never make peace with someone like you. You are garbage. It was turkey stir fry. Yeah, I'm gonna parody the shit out of that one. Yeah. Oh, I on purpose. I'm gonna make it really bad to make it look like Jen's. You didn't see the ending of Jen's. I don't think that it's sort of like that balloon shit she did and never finished it because she fucked it up. That looked like turkey soup. That's what it was. She's like at the end, Clint, I decided to make you turkey soup. Just drink it, Clint. What somebody gave me the recipe. Just drink it, Clint. It's really good. Girl, I would be embarrassed. And then she's like, "What do we got? What do we got there? Let's mix. Yeah, we got onion powder. We got what's this cilantro? Let's put some of this shit in it too. Let's put all this. She's throwing all this random shit that she found that's probably expired in her cupboard and putting all that shit in there like if she was um Martha Stewart here adding shit or stuff like that. Like what the fuck? She could be adding stuff like shrimp to the turkey. She gonna kill Clint with her cooking. I think she is trying to. She just like let me open up a can just because it looks cool. Like you're just throwing some spicy in there. This one's here. I don't. Well, this one expired in 2020. It's only 6 years old. I think it's still good. And throw all that shit together and pretend and mix it up with a spoon and pretend like she knows what the fuck she's doing. Could you imagine? And then she keeps looking, and then that water. Damn, that water shit ain't getting any lower. We're turning it from stir fry to soup. And that's what she did. And then she doesn't show you the end because the end was that shit ended up in the garbage. Like everything else that she does. Nothing she does, she completes. Everything turns out to go in the garbage. But since Clint can't cook, he doesn't really have a choice. Jen, yeah, she should open up a food truck and sell our food. Jen, since OnlyFans didn't work out for you, do the food truck shit. That'll work out good. I'm sure you'll make a lot of money that way. Wouldn't that be interesting? Stupid idiot. Go back to coloring your plates. Don't go back to lying about me saying we made up, we're at peace with each other. Fuck you, Jen. You want to dox my son? Tyler Reed won't be happy. In the oven, wondering the oven. Yesterday she put chicken in the oven, wondering turn the oven on. Yeah, I saw she bought like these look pretty good. I'm like, there goes another food she's throwing out the door. Nobody can eat her food, just like nobody will buy her OnlyFans. Can you imagine I'm 47 and never had worked, so you would be like, where do I apply? Okay, what's your experience, job experience? I send men nudes. Okay, you're hired. Only if I can call you bro. If I call you bro, then I can send you a nude. She wants a cooking show, which if it is some, I would be embarrassed. That's like me starting a cooking show. Me, who have no experience with cooking. I mean, I have obviously better experience than Jen does. I'm just not good at it, but I don't freak out and say, "What is this, an onion?" Dear God. But that's like me just turning on the camera, going into my kitchen and starting cooking and telling you guys, okay, I'm adding this and this and this. And then here comes Camden. I've been cooking for all these years. Maria's going to tell me how to cook this when she doesn't know how to do shit. Like, be realistic, Jen. You're showing these women who have been cooking for all these years for their family how to cook, how to make turkey soup, how to make turkey soup. And you think and you want people to take you seriously? Probably a lot of these people will have family over for Thanksgiving or a family dinner, and you're trying to tell them I add this and this and this to turkey soup, and you think people are there like, wow, Jen, can you change your name to Cooking with Jen? Because you're an unbelievable, great cook. Between the cooking and the coloring of those plates, you can sell those. You know, you can color those plates and sell them on Etsy and make good money. They can, with the drawings that you do, they can actually, you can sell those plates on Etsy for Christmas, for kids' parties, to be used at children's parties. Can you imagine the faces of all those cute little kids when they get their piece of cake and chips and ice cream on those cute cake plates that you color? That's your calling, Jen. Color those damn plates. My PSA. An act. No grown up can be that stupid to know how to basic things. I think that's what she's always done all her life. She's gotten away with telling people like Vince and Mike, I don't know how to do that. And they're like, just I'll do it. Wow. I don't know how to do that. She wants to live the life of a teenager. And now all of a sudden she's got no kids at home and she only has Clint. And people know what she's been like. So she'd be like, okay, today we're gonna clean because what everybody's been doing all their life, she's doing now. So she's like, okay, I'll be back at 8, cleaning the toilet. I'll be back at 10. We're cleaning the kitchen. And did you see that kitchen of hers? She already broke one of the drawers. How did you break the brand new house? The drawer of the kitchen, it's all lopsided. Is that slamming it when you get pissed off at Clint? You want me to keep going, Jen? Better think about doxing, about blocking that account, because if I get another message that that account is in your chat, everyone in your family is gonna get a sock account. I don't care, Jen. It doesn't bother me. I'll do it myself. But you're not going to be doing it to me, and I'm not going to be staying quiet about it. Like I always said, you people want to poke, but you don't realize that when I poke back, then I'm the problem. I'm not ignoring that account. I'll create one of yours and then see how fast you're going to block it. As soon as I create a Tyler Reed, she's going to come back and block that account. It takes me to create it for her to block it. And she's going to say she didn't know anything about it, but Brooke went in there and told her. Back at 8 to clean the toilet. And then she said, listen to this. I don't know what live it was. I think it was sometime yesterday. I can't remember, but she has so many lives. But I had clicked in and she said, which cracked me the hell up. Okay, so you have a bottle of like some liquid or something to clean. I couldn't see the name of the I was driving. I couldn't see the name of what you had. It was some kind of cleaning thing, right? So she showed the original. And then she had the idea, Jen, the scientist, she had the idea of she made the same bottle, another one with her ingredients in it. And she was going to try it, the Jen one to the original one. So so she can see that, if you don't want to spend that much money on the original because it's more expensive, you can, make it yourself. You know what Jen's Make It Yourself was? It's the same as the original one. There's little left and you just add water. Where do I pick up my trophy? You just add water. She's using the same thing, so you that shit was probably run out. She ran out of it, and you add water and you make it into more. When did you talk to your son? This morning. I got messages on my IG and screenshots. She didn't dox my son. She allowed them to dox my son in her chat. And Brooke went in there and told her. And Jen said, no, no, that's not, I don't recognize that name. And then Amzi said, no, nobody's being doxxed. And Jen left the name there. So I made that post, and you know how she reads all my posts and nothing. So I said, I'm making a sock account of her son's name, so she knows how it feels. Because if you can't do it, respect one person. If you don't respect all the way around, then it's gonna be done right back to you. And only used 2 sticks of butter. Wait for those ants. We had those cleaning tips from Jen. I'm just shocked. They're really amazing tips for somebody who had that toilet that was all so ugly. Remember all that shit that was coming out of her toilet? Now she wants to show everybody how to clean that. And the other day, somebody told her she had to wear gloves because she was cleaning it with her hands. And now she's using the gloves because she's more professional. Because we all want to just sit there and watch somebody on screen cleaning a toilet. Our lives have come down to watching Jen cleaning toilets. And then she cleans the same counterpiece day after day, the same spot over and over and over again. Nothing more. And then she went to clean her window and she said, see, Jules, this is how you clean. See, those are the little digs, Jen, that people hate you for. Because it's already been said that that window was a stock picture. And you still talk bullshit. This is why I always say you deserve everything you get. You like to throw what we say puñitos at people by saying shit like that, knowing that window that wasn't Brooke, wasn't Jules. I can't stand a dirty house. I really clean all during the week, but clean my bathrooms and vacuum on weekends. Jen does it every day. Shame on you, Coffee. She only cleans things that are inside the frame of the camera lens. That's all she does. The same exact area over and over and over again. And then she says that she can't use these regular cleaners because the dog has that cough shit. But there's a dog next to Clint as he's smoking in the house. She's so full of shit. Believe me, when she says that we made peace, she's a fuck you for forever. Never would I make peace with that woman. I just told her, you stay on your side. I haven't even told her. I said it here. I don't talk to her. I don't message her. Never will I talk to her. But I always say, stop talking about me, and I'll stop talking about you. She hasn't been able to, so I'll come on live and drag the shit out of her. I don't care. I don't care at all. But don't ever believe that we made peace because that's never going to happen. Peace came after I stopped talking to her. I want nothing to do. I don't miss those freaking long calls about me, 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 me. Okay, I gotta go. Okay, okay, okay. Just me, 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 me. Over and over and over again. That don't use dairy products to clean. You gotta try the butter. You gotta try that butter. I've never seen anybody even suggest to use greasy butter to clean. That shows you right there that she has no knowledge of any cleaning. Who the fuck would even think about greasy butter? Anyways, that's it. I was just pissed off about my son being doxxed, but I'll try to come live tomorrow because I got a little surprise for you guys. And it's not April Fool's. But weekends are harder for me, but I'll try probably late tomorrow. If not Monday morning, but hopefully tomorrow. Just to fuck. I just want to piss somebody off. Is it parody time and it's not Jen? Shall it be? Did you already ask about Jen holding back tears, talking about how Anne changed her life and that she would get high on Xanax and go, oh my God, are you kidding me? Try to use unsalted. You get less ants. Have an amazing holiday. You too, Lindsay. Love you too. Take care, everybody. See you tomorrow, hopefully, to piss off one other creator. Give Jen a break. Bye, everybody. Happy Easter.